The weather's finally warming up. That means some of y'all out there are looking for a little bit of a wardrobe refresh. So today let's talk about some of my favorite picks from Uniqlo for the upcoming spring and summer season. It's been a minute, so let me reintroduce myself. My name is Sharoy and I do sneaker and streetwear content and maybe a little bit of lifestyle occasionally here and there. So if that sounds like content you're interested in, then make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a thumbs up on today's video. Now let's get started. As always, my dimensions are somewhere up here for you guys to refer to as I try each individual piece. And if you guys are wondering, I am 5'5", 130 pounds, and I have a slim, semi-athletic build. Now we're going to start off by going from top to bottom, starting with outerwear. Outerwear in the spring and summer, especially if you live in a hotter climate, is just going to be a light, breathable layer that you can use to add some depth to your outfit. So that's where items like this windproof vest come in. It's 30 Canadian dollars, and I'm wearing a size extra small in this blue colorway. So as you guys can see, this is a very lightweight and breathable vest. It just adds a little bit of layering, a little bit of more detail to that outfit. So as you guys can see, I did switch out to a white shirt so the blue adds a little bit more of a pop. I've been forcing myself recently to wear a lot more color and get away from the blacks and grays like I traditionally like to wear. Going with a vest like this allows you to add a little bit of color, especially in spring and summer, which is traditionally brighter colors, and you want to keep things on the lighter side. A vest like this is also pretty versatile. It's a pretty neutral piece that you can dress up slightly or dress down. So if you want to go with the slightly modern, classier aesthetic, you can go for that with a traditional slim pair of pants and a nice fitted shirt, and then just throw this vest on top. Or if you want to go for the streetwear route, you can just throw on a fitted up top, a pair of sneakers to complement the color of the vest, and you're pretty much good to go. So if you want to pick up a light layer, maybe consider picking up a vest like this. Next up, we have the zip up blouson, however you pronounce it. I am sorry, I butcher this every time. But I'm wearing a size extra small and this costs 80 Canadian dollars. Now this jacket is no stranger to anybody that shops at Uniqlo. If you've shopped a previous season before, you've seen a variation of this jacket with some slightly different seasonally appropriate materials. I have some from previous seasons, but they do update the fit and style to match current trends, so I had to give this one a try. As you can see, there's a slight drop shoulder to it, nothing too crazy going on. It's not an extremely baggy or oversized fit, especially because I'm wearing an extra small right now. As you can see, it hits me close to the waist. I don't think this is a short jacket, but it does naturally have a slight crop to it, so keep that in mind if you are a taller individual. This is basically Uniqlo's version of a Dickies or Carhartt jacket. If you have one of those, you probably don't need this one. Now, this is made of 98% cotton and 2% spandex or something very close to that. It does feel like a canvas material on body, so it resembles what a Carhartt or Dickies jacket kind of feel like. This washed out gray has a nice kind of lived in feel to it, so if you're going for that slightly vintage aesthetic, I would gravitate towards this particular color out of the selection that's offered. And honestly, it's a nice jacket for a chillier day in the summertime, and you can easily transition into early fall with a piece like this as well. Is it worth picking up this jacket? It depends on if you already have a piece like this. If you have one that's seasonally appropriate, stick to that one. If you want something that's new, updating your wardrobe, you've lost weight, you've gained weight, whatever it is, and you want that aesthetic again, maybe consider this one over here. It's not a bad option. Final option is another zip-up blouson jacket in an extra small but in the denim variation. The difference between the previous one and this one, this is 100% cotton, while the other one had 2 or 3% spandex in it. Now, when it comes to spring and summer, a denim jacket is synonymous with those seasons, meaning that it's going to be a timeless piece that you can repeat again and again. Yes, the fit and style might vary slightly, but at the end of the day, the denim jacket isn't going anywhere. Now, this one here leans more towards a traditional blue or darker blue, depending on how you look at it. But the reason I picked it up in particular is because it reminded me of one from a previous Beer of God season. The one where I tried it on and it went way past my knees and it looked like a dress. This one fits a lot closer to the waist and looks proportionate for my body. Similar to the other blouson jacket, it has a zip enclosure in the front, a zipper pocket over here, and buttons on the sleeve. Now, when it comes to the extra small, it does fit me pretty perfectly. It has a nice tailored fit to it. I could probably fit a crew neck or something underneath, like a little bit of a heavier sweater depending on the weather, and get away with it without it being uncomfortable or feeling a little too restrictive on me. However, I'm curious how a small would fit me for a slightly oversized or baggier fit. Now, that would be more on the trendier side. I don't know how timeless that would be on me. As a shorter individual, I like things to fit slightly tailored or slightly fitted. The sleeves fit me perfectly fine on this one. So if I go a size up, I'm sacrificing those things to fit for a little more of a trendier look. while this one fits a little more timeless to me. At the end of the day, the main deciding factor for this piece is probably going to be the color of the denim used. If you like this traditional blue, you're probably going to love the jacket. If you don't, then you're probably going to gravitate towards something else, and that's completely okay. As you live in this piece here, it's going to fade slightly, it's going to have some wear and tear to it, and they're all going to be unique depending on how much you use it, you wear it, and over time, and all that fun stuff. So, if you pick up this piece, live in it and make it your own, distress it slightly, do whatever you want, just to add your personal touches and flair to it. Now we're going to move on from outerwear to the one top feature in today's video, which is a knitted polo sweater, and it comes in at 50 Canadian dollars, and I'm wearing a size extra small. Now, if you've been anywhere on Instagram or TikTok for the past 2 years in the fashion space, you've probably heard old money aesthetic. To me, that just translates to just a little classier, but people have turned that into something else entirely. If you're not driving that vintage Porsche, you didn't go to prep school, there's a certain lifestyle attached to old money. And if you want to dress classy or wear a suit, by all means, wear a suit. But if you want to wear a suit to the mall, know a time and place to give off that aesthetic. It's not going to be for every occasion. However, if you want to go sit on a patio this summer, dress a little nicer for a brunch or a date, you probably want a nice sweater or something that's going to look a little classier. In my opinion, that's something like a knitted polo over here. Now, I'm not going to hype this piece up. It's a nice, modern fitting polo. As you can see, the sleeves are slightly longer, it's slightly oversized, and a little shorter in the length over here. You could fold the knitted waist at the bottom if you're wearing a belt or something like that, and it's going to look good. Am I going to hype this up and be like the 5 things you need for old money aesthetic? Not at all. It's just a knitted polo. It's nothing crazy. But if you need one, or if you need one for an event this summer, then by all means, consider this piece over here. I'm sure you can probably find something similar at Zara or H&M, but since this is a Uniqlo video, I'm showing you the Uniqlo version of it. One thing I do appreciate though is that it's 3 buttons. Unlike the Fear of God stuff that I usually review where I get 1 button, I have the option to go like extra, little suave over here and show off a little more chest if I want to. But I could button it up, keep it a little more casual. If I want to keep it a little more formal, super formal, I got a lot of options here to play around with the button length. But as the night progresses, you're going to get a little mimosa or something in your system. If you're going out for a brunch, these buttons are slowly going to come off as your confidence goes up. I'm just yapping at this point. Let's move on to the next piece. It's a decent item. Pick it up if you want it. If you don't need it, skip it. Now we're going to move on to the bottoms feature in today's video. There's going to be 2, starting off with the Uniqlo C sweat shorts, which is basically a variation of the Uniqlo C sweatpants. These come in at 40 Canadian dollars. I'm wearing a size extra small, and they have a wide fit to them, which you guys will see in a second. Now I'm going to turn to Wiz Kelly from the Proud Family for a bit because my lovely face is going to be cut off so you guys can see the sweat shorts in all its glory. Now, right off the bat, what's going to make it or break it for some of you guys is the length of the shorts. They're meant to go past the knees. They're a wider fit. They're more in line with the current trends at the moment. Meaning if you're not a fan of below the knee or you want at the knee, above the knee, that is going to be the instant make it or break it for you guys. If you're going for a trendier look, then this is going to work great for you guys, especially if you don't want to go too crazy with some denim jorts or anything like that. You want to keep things a little more relaxed, a little more comfy, but not look like you're wearing loungewear. The Uniqlo C sweatpants did a great job of that, and the shorts are basically the same thing as well. You can basically throw on an Airs and tee up top like I am right now, some long socks at the bottom. I paired it with some Birkenstocks. It's a nice casual fit. It's not doing too much, but it's not essentially loungewear either. It's one step above that. If you like the sweatpants, you're going to like the sweat shorts as well. It's the exact same thing, except they just cut it off a little bit higher to look like shorts. This isn't trying to reinvent the wheel in any way. Uniqlo saw something that was working, that was hyped up, that was popular, and found a way to make it seasonally appropriate for spring and summer. That's all they did here. Is there anything wrong with that? Not at all. They made a great item. If you want it, cop it. If you don't like below the knee, then probably skip this item over here. The final pair of pants I'm going to show you guys is actually from the women's section. As a shorter individual, one of the most clutch things is going to Uniqlo, shopping in the men's and women's section because these pieces are pretty much unisex. If the labels bother you, this item is not for you. Just skip it, end the video right here, go to the conclusion, do whatever you want. This is for the people that are okay with experimenting and don't care about the labels. These pants went viral on TikTok. They're very popular. They're the women's barrel-like pants. I'm wearing a size medium. My traditional waist size is 29, so these ones here fit 28 to 29, but I usually get a 30 in jeans. And as you can see, I do have some room. They're not restrictive, so I could have probably gone to a size small, but medium works fine for me. These are 60 Canadian dollars. Now let me show you guys the pants themselves. Now I did fold these pants slightly because they are long for me. Uniqlo does offer free tailoring on items, so you could get these pants hemmed. I believe these ones do qualify for it because online, these did have the option to get pre-tailored in advance. But if you're a guy shopping in the women's section, make sure you actually go in store, try these on, order a couple sizes before you do any alterations and can't return the pants. Overall, these are a nice, lightweight, breathable pair of pants. I really love this olive color over here. It's going to be great for the summertime, especially wearing it with something like an Aerism tee up top. It has a nice, modern, baggier fit to it. Overall, these are a nice pair of pants that you might want to consider if you do have a waist size that can fit these over here. I believe if you have a 34 waist, you should be able to fit the larger sizes and get away with it. If you're anything above a 34, these probably will be a little too restrictive for you. So you might want to go for something in the men's section. But if you are 34 or below in your waist size, you could probably get a really great pair of pants like this from the women's section. And I would preferably opt for the women's pair because the thing is they do cinch in slightly at the waist, which gives it that barrel look and gives you a nicer, slimmer waist size, which is not a bad thing. It just makes you look more proportionate when it comes to your outfits, especially if you're wearing a cropped shirt or something slightly shorter up top. These have a really great silhouette to them as well, so even if you're stepping outside of your comfort zone, you don't have to worry about it too much. If you already have the beiges, the olives, the baggy pants, and everything trendy that you need, these probably can be a pass for you. But if you're looking to step out of the comfort zone and try something new, definitely consider these and give them a try. It's not a bad option, especially for the price point and the overall fit. You're getting something that's nice, slightly fitted, but not too crazy and extremely baggy as well. Now, those are all the items featured in today's video, but Uniqlo has a ton of great items for you guys to check out. Browse online for a bit, or don't be afraid to go in store, dedicate some time, take a bunch of items to the change room, and just try them on and see what you like best. And of course, everybody knows about the Uniqlo Aerism tees already. I'm not going to talk about it or preach and praise it. It's been done. It's been repeated 100 times over and over again. Plus, I wear it in almost every single video, so you guys know I like it. I'm sure you guys probably like it too. Now, I always like to make videos like this and update my wardrobe as I go along as well. But if there's topics you'd like me to cover or discuss on this channel, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'll be happy to check them out and see if it makes sense. I also spent like a whole month in Asia and I did not upload any content to this channel, but I did record like 3 vlogs along the way. Just have to get around to editing them because it is about 400 gigabytes of footage and it's overwhelming just thinking about it, but they'll be up on this channel at some point. Hopefully you guys like it. Anyways, thank you guys for all of your support and watching today's video. It does mean the world to me because as of right now, I'm still unofficially a full-time content creator because your boy is still looking for a job and unemployed. Don't worry, we're still working on that. It's not like I forgot about it. But if you guys are new here, I also do post on Instagram and TikTok, so please feel free to follow me there and show some love to my content. I post frequently on there, at least 2 to 3 times a week for y'all's entertainment. I don't know why I said y'all's, but it came out. We're not editing that out. And if you guys aren't done watching videos for the day and you don't feel like going outside, connecting with nature, touching grass, and all that fun stuff, make sure you guys check out one of these 2 videos linked over here for you. Hopefully you guys like them. Hopefully I won't be gone too long, but as always guys, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.